The next one is Google Jamboard. And so I don't know if you've ever explored Google Jamboard. So it's basically an app that's built into the Google suite. And so it's basically just a neat little interactive board. Like it's almost like an interactive app, right? But you have the ability to collaborate all in the same one. So think about it, if you've ever had your class dive into one Google Doc together or one Google slide deck presentation together, it works the same way with Jamboard. So you can share this, it sits in your Google Drive, you can share it through Classroom or whoever, but it allows you to do a bunch of different things. You can write, you can add sticky notes, you can pull in pictures, a lot of different things. So let me show you an example here. Built in, you see right here where it says check in and it says an example. This is actually copied. It's a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. So you'll get it in view only. So let me show you. I went ahead and made a copy of it so that it's not in view only. But it looks very similar to, like if you look here at the top, you can see I have my share button right here. So if I wanted to, I could click this share button. I could, send it to, just my coworkers if I wanted to, or I could get the link here at the bottom and paste that into my Google Classroom for my students. Up here at the top, if I kind of drop this down, you can see that you can actually add multiple pages. So almost kind of like an Active Inspire flip chart, definitely not all the bells and whistles, but very simplistic of just, being able to write, being able to pull in pictures, things like that. But here's what I love about it. Over here on the left-hand side, I have tools like my pen. I can pull in a sticky note, but this is just kind of like a little check-in space. So this one was cute. It says, if you were an animal, what would you be? Well, here's what I love about it. So my daughter is obsessed with giraffes. So we're gonna say that I wanna be tall and skinny like a giraffe, right? So I'm gonna go and pull in a picture of a giraffe. So I'm just gonna copy this image here and I'm gonna go and paste it. Now, do you see how, again, it works just like everything else, like Google Slides, Google Docs, where I can resize it. But let's say that I am student number 7. Well, guess what? I have exactly where I'm supposed to put my picture because I am student number 7. And so all this is a picture as the background. I have a text box here for my question and a text box here for my task that I'm wanting my students to do. But all of this down here, this is just a picture. And so what they did is they created it, whether in Google Slides or anywhere else, and kept the background as just a picture. And so if you look at each one, notice everything down here stays exactly the same. The only thing that changed is the directions here at the top. And so, like I said, this is just one example of how you could use Jamboard, but oh my gosh, you could do so much. Like we've started playing with it a lot as a team and kind of sharing things. And it's just a great space for you to be able to collaborate all together. And having some kind of background like this, especially with like the number system, makes it to where each person has their specific designated area where they're supposed to put their information. So even if it's like a little Post-it note, let's see, I'm just gonna put hi just for time purposes. But here's the good thing is I can take that hi, and if I'm student number 13, I put that right here where student number 13's box is. So it just kind of keeps everything nice and organized.